In this video, we're gonna go over what your rank says about you in Valorant. Whether you're Iron, Plat, Gold, or even Radiant, there is something that rank says about you as a person, and we're gonna break it all down. Kicking it off with the first rank on our list, we definitely gotta talk about Iron. Now, if you're an Iron, I can definitively say one of two things about you. Either you're brand new to the game, you just started, you just picked it up, and you're just learning, and you've come to the right place to learn here at SkillCapped, or the alternative is you don't have your monitor on. I'm just kidding. Okay, jokes aside, most of the time when I see an Iron player that is actually stuck in Iron, their settings and equipment are just completely terrible. Like, they're getting 40 FPS, they're rocking a mouse that is weighing half a pound, and they have like some really outdated setup that their parents passed down to them from 1997. Regardless, if you have decent equipment and you're in Iron and you play with the intent to get better, you will climb out of Iron before too long. But make sure to check out our settings and equipment guide if you're a little bit lost. The next up, we do got to talk about the Bronze rank. And there are two people in the Bronze rank. You could still be someone that just started. I mean, honestly, Iron and Bronze are kind of similar in that they are entry-level ranks for people, especially if they do not have FPS backgrounds. Like, if you came from console or if you never played FPSs on PC, you could easily end up in Iron and Bronze for quite some time. But the difference between Iron and Bronze is that you can stay in Bronze if you were perfectly fine with just being bad. Like, if you're fine with not getting better, you could play in Bronze for a long time because you're playing with friends, you're messing around, you're running it down, you're never really trying, and you're never trying to improve, and that's perfectly okay. There's nothing wrong with that at all. That's just what you like. But when we talk about the Silver rank, these are players in the Silver rank that do want to climb. They do want to get better, and they have learned a bit about their character, a bit about the maps, and they are a reasonable FPS player. But from this point, you are not going to just get better by mindlessly playing the game very quickly, and you gotta start locking the frick in if you want to improve from here. This is a place where you could end up here for a very long time, and there are a lot of people that stay in the Silver rank. That's why it's such an inflated rank. If you really want to get better, then the SkillCapped website is the best place to quickly climb out of Silver, past Gold, straight to Plat and Diamond very quickly, because we have the exact guides you need to improve your game sense, positioning, and mechanics from the Silver level all the way to the Diamond and beyond level, so you can quickly get past all the smurfs, the throwers, and everything that you hate about the Silver rank and quickly climb to the next rank. So what are you waiting for? You're at the Silver rank, you're ready to lock in. Let's reach your true potential. Check out SkillCapped right now down below. Now, the next rank we got to talk about, and y'all really need some talking to, is the Gold rank. And there are two main people that are in the Gold rank. There are people that would be better if you actually put in the effort. You're in Gold rank, you might have had a lot of FPS experience in your past, or you just played Valorant for long enough that you're sitting and rocking in the Gold rank. But you could be honest with yourself. You haven't locked in. You haven't even really tried to lock in. You're not learning lineups, you're not learning strategies, you're not aim training, you're not practicing. You are just playing the game, but you know you could be better if you really locked in. And it's kind of up to you whether or not you want to take that leap and go to Plat and beyond. Now, there's a second group in Gold, and these are people that are actively trying very hard, but you're always mad. And I'm gonna say there's a reason for it, and it's because a lot of players will smurf in freaking Gold. There'll be a lot of throwers in Gold, and Gold could be a rank that can test your sanity if you're not just breezing through it, right? If you're actually grinding through Gold, yeah, you're gonna have a rough time, and you might be pissed off in your climb. It doesn't get any better in Plat, but I would say that Gold is among some of the most toxic ranks in Valorant, and I have a theory about rank systems from all games in general. Once you get to a rank where people, your teammates, expect things from you, and then people fail to meet those expectations all around them, that creates toxicity. Like in the lower ranks, people might not expect you to do anything. They don't expect you to dart right, they don't expect you to smoke right, they don't expect anything from you at all. In Gold, some players will expect things from you, and when you don't do those things perfectly, or you expect things from your teammates and they don't do those things perfectly, there's a lot of freaking friction. And that's true in both Gold and Plat. It's just where expectations start to cement, but not everyone's on the same page with those expectations. So now we do got to move on to the Plat rank, and I think that there's two types of players in the Plat rank. And the first one is the one that is hard stuck and toxic. You've been in Plat for a very long time. You didn't get the SkillCapped rank improvement guarantee, which gives you a rank improvement or your money back. You just keep grinding and you keep losing and winning and losing and winning. Maybe you're incredibly inconsistent, but regardless of the reason, you cannot get out of Plat and you're frustrated. frustrated, you're toxic, you're pissed, right? And I'm not gonna say that there isn't a reason to be mad and be toxic. I know that the Plat rank can be a bit of a pressure cooker for many people, but at the end of the day, the only way to get out is to grind and become a much better player. But that's kind of the problem when I want to talk about the second type of player that's in Plat, and it's the one that thinks they're the God's gift to Valor. They are the next superstar. It's only a matter of time until they are your favorite pro player, and they believe it. They fully believe it. They've committed to the journey. They grind every single day, and I don't know if they'll get there or not, but I will tell you that their favorite anime is Blue Lock, and ego is the biggest compliment you could give to them. The next up, we do gotta talk about the Diamond rank. Oh boy, the Diamond rank. And once again, there's gonna be a lot of people that are mad in the Diamond rank, and they're gonna be mad not because of the state of the rank itself, more so that they believe that they are a much better player. Like right now, they could dominate an Immortal lobby if they just didn't have these trash teammates all around them, right? They are the best. And Diamond players, they do have good mechanical skill. And one of the reasons that I think Diamond players get this ego is because they could smurf, and they do smurf a lot. You'll find them smurfing in bronze and silver and gold all the time. And in those lobbies, they lock Reyna and they dominate the lobby, okay? They have great aim and they can do that, right? But then when they go up against actual good players, they get trashed. So the reality of it is they are pretty good, but I do think that they have gotten a little taste of being better than other people, and they think that they are just better than everybody. And we all know that that's not true. Yeah, Diamond players, it's D for Diamond or Delusion, whatever you want to call it, but that's definitely the Diamond rank. But the next one we do gotta talk about is the Ascendant rank. And once again, there are two types of players because not everyone's the same in these ranks, but in the Ascendant rank, one of the type of players you get is the player that is confident that they will get higher. They've got to this point and maybe they've grinded this way consistently over time from a low rank to a high rank. They have dreams of becoming an Immortal or a Radiant, and they've gotten to Ascendant, so they feel like they can get there, and they're just gonna grind. They grind a lot, they play, they do all their aim training, they do all their warm-ups. They're committed to the grind of the game, and they are actively making strides, so they're not typically toxic. They're typically trying relatively hard, and they're trying to get better, right? That's the first type, and maybe that's like 10% of Ascendants. And the second type is the one that is always expecting others to carry you, and they're the first to call a game. They get into a lower elo lobby, and they say, I'm with a whole bunch of diamonds, these players are terrible, GG, go next. They're the first to give up on a game right away because the last thing that they want to do is sweat incredibly hard for a win and then lose anyways. Now, the Ascendant player should know that it doesn't get any better in Immortal and even Radiant. You're gonna have to consistently overperform all your teammates if you want to keep climbing, and that's just the way it is. You can't wait for that perfect composition or those perfect teammates, and if you keep trying for that, you're gonna have like a solid 50% win rate, and you're gonna be stuck in Ascendant for a very long time. Now, the next rank we definitely got to talk about is Immortal. And yeah, if you are in Immortal, you definitely need one of these, a bar soap, for sure. Because you need to touch some grass, take a shower, you know, all that stuff. I mean, all that effort to not be pro. I'm just kidding. Okay, all jokes aside, really Immortals, as much as it's fun to bash high ranked players, you are among some of the best in the game. So props for making it to the top 1%. But if you're a low Immortal 1, you're still Ascendant, okay? Anyways, let's talk about Radiant. Now, in the Radiant rank, I'm gonna be honest, you're the actual GOAT. You are the best players in your region. You're consistently performing highly, and especially if you're a consistent Radiant player, you are just some of the best of the best. There's a lot of Radiant players that are pros, and of course there's tier 2 and 3 Radiant players all the time. And really, regardless of whether you want to go pro or not from this point, or you're trying to, just the fact that you can make it to such a high percentile in a game, something that you dedicated to and you got good at, you deserve props from most people. So yeah, good freaking work. But these are what your rank says about you for every single rank. And of course, it's my opinion. If you got a problem with it, let me know in the comments down below. But if there was any rank that I actually missed the mark on, you also let me know as well. All right, though, guys, before we wrap this up, let me tell you a little bit more about SkillCapped. So we offer a 5-division rank up guarantee, and that's a pretty crazy thing to offer. It's like a gym membership guaranteeing you'll get ripped. Your local gym would go bust if they offered that. Not us. We've offered this for years because our service really works. It works so well, in fact, that we're able to produce by far the largest catalog of premium Valorant guides on the internet. We add new courses every month with over 1,000 guides curated into 50 courses no one can compare. We also have a direct line of communication with subscribers in our Discord so that you can get connected immediately to some of the best players in the game who will respond to any and all questions asked. Sign up today for as little as $6.99 a month if you are serious about improving. So that's going to be all for this one today. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.